Command to Engine 121. Can I get the can report?
Command to Engine 121. RX here. On the no production corner.
There's no response from FDOI 343.
As a team, you get here early, you help each other out. Because again, if one of y'all look bad, every single one of y'all look bad. Understood? Yes, sir.
COVID-19. The world has changed since the beginning of the global pandemic, but we still have a job to do. People depend on us to be there when they call. The year 2020 hit everyone hard, and it even felt as if the whole world was burning down. This was our year to get back up and to keep on serving the community. The year to rise from the ashes.
Investigation into a suspected human smuggling operation we first reported earlier this week. A suspect has now been arrested. No other details being released at this time, but the arrest comes a few days after reports of a tractor-trailer tanker believed to be carrying several undocumented immigrants. That truck was seen on surveillance video near a truck stop along I-35 and Fisher Road. This investigation is ongoing. It's a story we are continuing to follow.
And we are all watching the winter weather moving into South Texas, the potential for snow and ice.
Battalion Chief Justin Petrocious, A shift, Bexar County 2 Fire Department. As far as my job is concerned, run the day-to-day operations for my shift. Try to get my shift on the same page, make sure that we're doing all the things that we need to do, following policy and procedures. And
Are you good back there? Yeah.
Station 123, right now we have about probably 7 people today. So obviously 2 on the ambulance, 4 on the engine, and then myself as a single resource. So I respond usually to the more challenging calls, heavy responses, mutual aid calls. February with what we like to refer to as either Snowmageddon or Snowvid. At the time, I was in Del Rio deployed on a 3-week deployment, 21 days. And I had some personal things going down with my wife. She's in Fort Worth as a traveling nurse. And I can remember Thursday getting a call saying, hey, it's gonna be bad.
Well, could this be a preview of the road conditions that we could be dealing with here in South Texas? The freezing temperatures, that wintry mix, bringing Interstate 10 to a complete stop in the hill country. This is in Kerr and Kimball County.
I got home, made it safely. The plan was for me to go up and try to get Bobby, my wife, the next morning. And I got a call approximately like 9:30 that morning, and she's like, hey, you can't come, the roads they're closed. Get to work that day, it seemed like normal operations. And then 2, 3 o'clock comes around and it started sleeting and snowing. And I rolled up onto a car accident, a car stuck on a median. So I pulled them into my truck to try to keep them warm. Well, one of the situations that I had to worry about was COVID. So I had to give them masks, you know, try to keep them warm and everything until SO got there. Well, no sooner that SO shows up, we get toned out for a structure fire. So, hey, asked the people, they're very kind enough. I said, hey, you guys don't mind waiting with the sheriff? I need you to get out of my truck. I gotta go respond to a structure fire. So they did, we got them situated. I took off, and no sooner did I take the turn that I slid, and the front tire caught the curb and popped the tire. And that was the start. That was the start of what was a very emotionally draining, exhausting physically start to 3 days. I can remember it started snowing. It was kind of cool because we were all outside admiring the snow, everything like that. And then the next morning, we started off with a cardiac arrest in 3's area. And I can remember coming back from the cardiac arrest and I see a plume of smoke, and it was a structure fire. We get there, and it was, you didn't know if your mutual aid was gonna get there. That was the problem. That was one of the problems, is you don't know who's coming, who's gonna be able to get there. And then after that, I was at the station maybe for 10 minutes, and I wasn't the only one, because I know that everybody was running around. The calls were queued in the MDT and CAD, and it would be like, hey, I'm clear of this call, I'm going to this call. And it seemed like it was never gonna end. My guys didn't get to eat. So far in my career, my 15 years, that's a career type event. And you gotta realize at the time, my shift is 60% probationary firefighters. So there was a lot of learning done those 48 hours. In fact, 217 calls were dropped in that 48 hours.
The snowstorm was a historical event. With power outages across the state, people were left to fend for themselves. The fire department was still there responding to calls all across Bexar County and the city of San Antonio. Yet again, another event we will never forget.
No, I will. Here, let me see. Give your mom a hug.
Oh, wait.
No,
no decoration. Oh, like that?
Compassion, not just to us, but also to the firefighters. So there was no preferential treatment when it came to firefighters or the command staff. If you were out of line, I should let you know it. And we need that, and so we definitely appreciate that. And so for that, Irma, thank you so much. We're going to miss you, and I appreciate the time that we share together.
Part of the family. I'm probably the oldest one here, so whoever's next to me, below me, you're in charge.
You got big shoes to fill. Yeah.
No, it was very nice. Thank you. And I wish y'all the best.
Everyone's been through a live burn before. We should all know what to expect. Make sure you're hydrated throughout the day. In the event of emergency, we are calling Mayday. There's no special word or secret word. We're going to call a Mayday if there's an actual emergency. In the event of an emergency and they call a Mayday, all instructors are going to tell you to stop what you're doing and exit the structure. We're going to back out. We're going to identify who's the Mayday's coming from, and we're going to open up the building. Everywhere else, you can close this entire place down. Exterior.
The annual live fire training is at the San Antonio College Fire Field. Due to social distancing, it has been almost 2 years since our firefighters have been able to train together for a live fire exercise.
So we'll have the window closed like this.
With new firefighters joining our department, This will be a great way to work with their crews.
Make sure you do a quick safety check on your gear. Make sure everything's on, don't be complacent.
Safety briefings are important, and hydration is key to be able to do the work that they do. The hot and humid weather is here the majority of the year in San Antonio. The firefighters will get their gear ready to go into the burning building. They will soon practice communications, hose handling techniques, as well as search patterns. This will all be put into play when the scenario is given and the crews get their assignments.
But his officer was so focused on everything else but his partner to hear that he had a victim.
Up at the ceiling versus a blitz fire, it's only 500 GPM. So that's where that tactics and strategies, all that stuff's going to come into play with this truck and this particular ladder.
Let's try to get that. You can see nothing's happening. It will not turn on.
A new addition to the fleet has arrived. It is something that our department has never had before. Tiller 125 is a tractor-drawn aerial ladder truck, capable of reaching 100 feet into the air. With the increase in subdivisions, multi-story apartments, and commercial buildings, the need for this type of apparatus was there. This apparatus allows our firefighters to maneuver around tight spaces to get to the objective. With the great apparatus comes great responsibility. 6 fire engineers have been selected to drive and operate the tiller, but everyone in the department attends the in-service training. These 6 engineers will go through extensive training. They will train how to think and to communicate with each other. Specialized subject matter experts come from across the country to help train our fire engineers.
Where your hand is. Don't think about where your hand is. Just go. I want the trailer to go that way, I'm going to steer out that way.
Cars and people and other things that you need to, the progression, as I'm going around the corner, I check the inside, I'm making sure the tractor's clear, I look out ahead, and then I keep going, I make sure my trailer's clear.
There we go.
Are you fixed it?
Yeah.
Firefighter orders. Okay, so what are some watch out situations for this pile here?
The Wildland team trains all year long. They never know when a brush fire will occur or when they will get deployed.
Yeah, we're just out here with the Bexar County 2 Fire Department testing for the Wildland team. So we got to walk 3 miles in 45 minutes with a 45-pound weighted vest and survive. That's it.
To get on the team, it is not an easy task. They push their bodies to the limit, trying out for the team.
That's not plastic in there. It's all natural products.
Once on the team, they periodically train with real fire and practice with some of the equipment they will use.
Yeah.
Temperatures, the bottoms are higher temperature. So all you're doing is matching up those 2 numbers, and then what you'll see down here.
We're at like 80. What'd you say on the chart? 70.
78, 79.
Did you see that? So that's way more. Command Agent 121, can I get a can report?
Lightning can strike anywhere. At 5 times hotter than the surface of the sun, some homes don't stand a chance. Our crews work throughout the thunderstorms, even when there are multiple fires going on at the same time.
Class attend! Morning. Sir. Let's try that again! Morning. Morning, sir.
There we go. Bright and early, guys.
It's day one of the Fire Orientation Academy. These cadets passed all phases to get to this point, but the real test is about to start. They will be challenged physically and mentally. Firefighters are constantly challenged out in the field, and it is our instructor's job to make sure that they are prepared.
Nobody called you and asked you to be here. You chose to be here. You made that decision to leave wherever you were at to come to this organization. With that being said, I don't want to hear about your previous organization anymore, because you are now wearing a Bexar County 2 Fire Department patch. And we want that patch to mean something to you now, because you made that decision to come here. Over the next 12 weeks, we're going to begin our orientation. And that orientation, we are going to challenge you mentally and physically. These challenges over the next 12 weeks are going to be minor compared to the challenges that you are going to face in the field. So we're trying to prepare you for that. Do not take any of this personally. Do not take the next 12 weeks personally, because you will have a hard 12 weeks. Just know that we're trying to prepare you for what you are going to face in the field and challenge you.
Let's go. Let's go. Up. 10. Recover. Squad position.
I had everybody complete, and it was writing a letter.
Yes, sir.
On what you're going to bring to Bexar County 2 Fire Department. And I want you to read it to everybody.
Yes, sir.
Surprise.
And the question that he asked for us was what drives us? So this was my response. What drives me? My entire identity became firefighter, and I thought that becoming a better firefighter, I'd also become a better husband and father. This fallacy in my thinking cost me my marriage. After my divorce, I was devastated and lost in so many ways. My son helped me find myself again through his love for me. Even though he was young, he loved me because I was his dad, not because I was a firefighter.
I chose to come to this fire department for the purpose of improving myself, not only as a healthcare provider and as a fireman, but as a person. I believe that this department has the tools to make me successful. The opportunities for me at this department are endless. I plan to work hard every single day to achieve them.
There are many things that drive me in life as well as this career, but the one thing that really drives me is family. Growing up Catholic, morals and values were instilled into me at a very young age, even until today. At my age of 21, I told my parents that I no longer wanted to go to college, that I wanted to become a firefighter.
Kids made fun of me when I was at a younger age, and I was constantly bullied, but this helped me work harder, so I had to maintain a lot of my grades, and I had to study harder to get passing grades. Passing 4 years, making the president's list with a 4.0 GPA, all because someone took some time and believed in me and helped me grow.
It's not to be the strongest, smartest, or most clever. It's to put in the most effort and improve. I put that to the test as having ADHD and dyslexia. I graduated Texas A&M.
Welcome. There's your shield. You'll have that. And you know, Taylor, this is only the beginning. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Hey, congratulations.
Oh
my. Let's take a look.
What does it say?
What does it say?
It says engineer.
It says
I think I got Cortez. I think I got Cortez.
Order D with the rest of the guys. There's always that same drive, right? Keep on going the way you guys are going. Stay humble, and you'll have a great career here.
Now get to work.
4, 28-year-old male, COVID positive
Difficulty breathing at 11014 Sunnyside, cross street to Sunday Front and Thunderbolt. Estimated 646 Alpha 1, units to final 5 round 5, you're covered. 41.
The morning of 9/11, 2001, I was attending a class on electrical fires, and this class was being conducted at a hotel, and I remember going on break that morning and went to the lobby area, and they had some TVs in the lobby area, and a lot of people were surrounding the TVs, and I walked up and saw that a plane had struck one of the Twin Towers and that it was on fire. I mean, to this day, there's a lot of people that struggle with everything that they saw from 9/11. It changed the fire service in many ways.
Well, 9/11 was obviously a big day for most of America, and for me it was very significant. You know, the morning of 9/11, I was joining the United States Marine Corps to go off and explore the world, you know, get some college, and by later on that afternoon I was going to war. I swore in that day, and in a matter of minutes, and my life changed. I spent the next 9 years of my life fighting for what happened that day. And now I'm brought here in the fire service for the last 10 years, going on 11 years now, still fighting for what we fought for then, just a different way. It was pretty huge. It definitely left a mark on me at 17 years old.
The United States ended its 20-year war in Afghanistan today with the conclusion of the largest non-combatant airlift in American history.
I'm here to announce the completion of our withdrawal from Afghanistan and the end of the military mission.
Years of war in Afghanistan, the longest war in American history. We completed one of the biggest airlifts in history, with more than 120,000 people evacuated.
It's never over. Veterans like myself, this is my personal beliefs, but we left in vain, you know. And I won't hold it on any political party. I won't make it a political battle, or if you think what we did was right or wrong, we're out. For anybody that's ever served there, they're never done. They're never out. You know, we talk about wounds from 9/11 and firemen, and we carry with that, you know. Does it hurt me? We never fully accomplished what we did? Absolutely. You know, I have a lot of people that can't function today because what they had to endure and experience and do in these countries. You know, interpreters, civilian contractors, military. And for just to walk away, it hurts. It hurts a lot, you know. It's no different than trying to fight for something for so long and you get close and you're just like, nah, we're good. So it's definitely a very emotional topic, you know, for sure. Every year we climb. Every year we have guys that walk up and down those flights of stairs just like they did on 9/11. And yes, we're not going to chase a fire, but we take them up with us with their names, their pictures, and every year they relive it. We relive it with them to the best of our ability. We can never feel what they felt in those final moments, but we remember them every year. And as long as we remember them, we will never forget them.
My name is Brett McDermott. I'm the 2021 Alpha Class Captain. I'm 19 years old, and this is my first ever fire job. So what we're doing today is just going over live burn scenarios, getting adjusted to putting everything we've learned throughout these 12 weeks into actual scenarios, whether that's getting adjusted to the fire and going inside, using the tactics we've learned, going over the hose line techniques, spraying the water, searching, just getting repetitions on that and getting proficient at it using live fire. What I'm looking forward to is just getting out there on the streets, putting what we've all learned into play. It's definitely been a grind, ready to get out there on the streets and put everything we've learned and actually get the experience being out there. Definitely super excited.
We did a 12-week orientation where we learned everything from vehicle extrication, searching, BES, we did live fire training, we even did some water training. You are the first graduating class that's ever done this. Now it's time to put everything we practiced for the last 12 weeks into play. In the past, we've never given out badges to oncoming probies. But I felt it was different this time because you've done what no other proby's ever done. What you've completed, you have earned a badge to be here, part of this family.
Samuel Flores, Jason Hernandez, Brett McDermott, Eric Vargas, Kyle Zahn, Blaine Ray,
21 Alpha. Attack!
21 Alpha, you're now dismissed. You're now probationary fireman. Congratulations.
Down! Up! One! Try it again! Down! Up! Two! Every day we call formation, you will stand on these red footprints and remember where you come from. Air, attention on deck. You will pop up in this position behind your chair and you're going to stand there until you're told to sit down. Is that understood? Yes, sir. Everybody seat. One. Down. Up. Down. It's because I want to see you guys succeed. Big flags I put on the right front pocket. We will learn how to do this together. One of the last guys, move it on. Make sure he is left, right. Make sure he Our job is to push through the chaos, do all the noise, do everything in the background and do your job. What does that protect?
kind of implemented in here, and then we'll slowly work over and show you everything that we're doing for all the staff that we have and what our goal is for all the other fire stations. So, it does have a wall, an automatic wall right here that collapses in. So you hit the button, it'll divide this in half, and you can have two separate classrooms going on here.
Also want to thank Chaplain Pierce for coming out and blessing our fire station. It truly means a lot to our firefighters that are going to be responding out of the station to put their lives on the line each and every day.
Every station that we do is going to be very similar to this. Correct, not the admin side.
Head or anything, sir? I don't remember. You don't remember?
Respond for most people to be seen. Possible traffic. 2096 Tally Road.
The new cadets are in their last days of EMS training. The majority of 911 calls are for medical or trauma emergencies. Compared to fire incidents, EMS calls will certainly test them mentally.
It's just my neck.
Can we get? You got moderate front end damage.
Can you tell me if you can feel anything when I touch you? Are you having any pain anywhere other than in your leg?
Academy, attack! Dismiss!
The South Side. The true definition of taking pride in what you do. The crews down here find a way to get the job done with limited resources. If there is one place to get experience fast, down south with the Black Sheep is where to be.
day. Something in here's not right today. Why am I so uptight today? Paranoia is all I got left. I don't know what stressed me first after how the pressure was fed, but I know just what it feels like to have a voice in the back of my head, like a face that I hold inside, face that awakes when I close my eyes, face that I watch every time I lie, face that laughs every time I fall. So I know that when it's time to sink or swim, that the face inside is hearing me, right underneath my skin.
My back, it's like a whirlwind inside of my head. It's like I can't stop, but I'm hearing within. It's like the face inside is right beneath my skin. In me, point out all my mistakes to me. You got a face on the inside too. Your paranoia is probably worse. I don't know what set me off first, but I know what I can't stand. Everybody acts. The fact of the matter is I can't add up to what you can, but everybody has a face that they hold inside. Face that awakes when I close my eyes. Face that watches every time they lie. Face that laughs every time they fall. So you know that when it's time to sink or swim, the face inside is watching you right inside your skin.
The old generation mentoring the young generation. It's an amazing thing.
Crawled up here. I can move. Can I get out?
No, not yet. Stay still.
Hit the cabs. Hit the cabs. Cap action.
Live action.
I'll be like, Buck, is this for the Christmas video?
Yeah. And action.
Is this gonna be the Christmas video?
Well, I have to support the camera.
Well, that was the first time I got caught.
Okay, well, how about this? How about this?
Okay.
You know he's gonna put in.
Now that it's all in my head.
Yeah.
Exactly. All 4 takes just to make you look real stupid.
Right.
Do it again. You gotta catch me off guard. You can't put me on the spot. Never mind.
And action.
Is this gonna be in the Christmas video?
Maybe.
This is for the Christmas video.
Christmas video.
So for recording's sake, he's going to Twin Peaks without his wife's permission? That's what I heard?
So check it out. During the day while she's at work, the boys at daycare, let's do it. Let's do
Cap,
it.
are you filming? Can you say daddy?
Baby, I love you.
If you're gonna take your gear to Tuesday to get washed, I highly recommend you use it tonight for 2 reasons. 1, it gives them 2 days to do it. 2, J-Rod has to do it.
There he is.
Trash. See the Christmas tree?
Already?
Yeah. You guys don't care about Halloween? Thanksgiving? Nothing?
But them boys, they just tell me drive the truck, get it to where it needs to get to, and then turn on the pump and the water comes out. So that's all I know. And then usually,
I got nothing.
he don't really know nothing either. Don't look at him.
This thing's got 3 speeds, here, there, and gone.
What soundtrack plays in your head when you're fighting fire?
That body song.
Body, yada, yada, yada.
Let's go, baby.
It's the same story with these guys. They never want to answer their phones. See? There he comes. Hey, did you forget about me?
No. I was trying to... Zamora likes to talk.
Yeah. You move pretty quick for light duties.
Oh no, you can't get the white shoes dirty. I know how that goes, Gabriella. It's on your name tag. Of course he would.
Like Tyrese. How does it feel to be a Tillerman?
How does it feel? No, it's crazy how fast it pulls you. Alright, back to you now. At one point we hit.
Let's go back to you.
Thank you for that turn. Those turns. I don't know what to do with my hands.
Yeah, and all your gear goes on the bottom, so you have to. I don't know why.
Full frontal wheelie. Why are you taping while I say that? You can't put full frontal in the Christmas video. Make a bet.
Anybody's gonna hear this.
Make sure.
You like to talk?
Make sure everybody can hear you, okay? It was this long?
Are you getting me cleaning my hands?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's disgusting. How are you?
Because you're always complaining.
Thank you. Finally.
Best I can as a medic.
You're doing absolutely perfect.
I tried to do as many of the benchmarks as I could.
You've done fantastic. You've hit utilities, established water supply.
Medic life. There's no such thing as a medic only. Firefighter forever. It was a job and we did it. I'm so... Way off there. Oh, you cut it. This is the blooper.
Nice and cushioned.
You guys remember how to do this?
Yeah, actually I got a car fire the other day.
Oh, that's right. You got your first car fire. Or you got your first fire.
The airbags, but...
This is my first fire.
Yeah, it could have been.
Brianna's still waiting. Oh, you had your fire?
The transitioning from...
Yeah, I'm fine. Everything's fine.
Look
at that. Got it.
The scary part is yours and wrong. Brianna, we're looking at the doctor. Silver fox.
And cut.
Y'all come back now.
Y'all come back now, you hear?